Hello everyone, it's Greg. Welcome back. We are continuing our dungeon adventure here, the rogue versus the dragon, and we are determining whether or not we want to face this shadow. And just a reminder here of what the shadow is, and I think we are going to go against him. So if we use our Daring Gamble, we'll be spending one time there. We don't have a lot of cards left in the dungeon. It looks like we got about 5. But having that potion would be very nice, especially against the boss. So I think either way, this is going to be my last turn here. So I'm going to go ahead and get you this Daring Gamble. It's 4 and a 1. So I'm going to take 1 damage for that. 3 consequence, plus another one for using the skill. I'm sorry, it's not a skill, it's a heroic feat. So these are skills, this is a heroic feat, it's different. So we will roll and see what we can do. Alright, so not awful. So what we can do here is we can spend this pink 3 to change any of all your dice to 4s. So this heroic one will go to 4, 3 to 4, 2 to 4, and 3 to 4. So we have 10 we have to cover here because it's shielded. So we'll cover that. The 5 will cover the 5. And then we have a 6. Let's see. I want the 5 covering this blue 5 over there. And then we have 2 4s that can cover that. And then we have another 4 to cover that. So we used 1 skill. So we will use that there. And we defeated the shadow. And we will use his potion. So we will gain a potion token. We have 3. And we will reset. 3, 2, 2. There we go. I'm going to use a potion again to heal 3 wounds. And we will go deeper. So now we have 1 token. We're out of cards here. We entered the staircase. We have 1 damage on there. If we get 3, we take 1 of them and then it resets. So since we already spent the 2 to open the door, we'll open it. And we can flee if we want to. And we definitely are. Because the ice elemental, just to encounter it, we have to spend 3 time. So we're already guaranteed at least 1 damage. I'm sure we can beat it, but we're not going to be taking the damage right now. And we will go deeper into the dungeon. So we will go to the last level here, which is level 3. So what happens here is these cards that are the doors, they will go back into the deck, shuffled, and we will continue on. So for level 3, for the cave, for traps, there are 2 shields now. One of them is a 2, the other is a 5. And then the option is a 6 that deals the damage. And then for combat, there's a requirement of 10 yellow because of the shield. And then we have options of a yellow 3 that deals 1 damage and a blue 5 that deals 2 damage. So I'm going to shuffle up here a little bit. Alright, so beginning of the first turn on each floor, we have to spend 5 time. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 to explore. So we have four doors down, and then 2 to open up a room. And it is a bear trap. So we don't really need this potion. The pink, yeah, I mean, I guess we could use it for more abilities, and then 2 experience. So the question is, do we want to run through it with 11 or disarm them and spend 3 time? I think we're going to run through it, but use Daring Gamble. Does that make sense? So we would have 7 dice, so 3, we had 4 there. Yeah, that'd be fine. Or do we... The only reason I do that is because this way, it's only a possibility of spending 3 times. This one's a guaranteed, so that's why I'm doing that. It's a guaranteed, or now it's a guarantee. So 3 time, and then we will roll pink dice only because it's a trap. Alrighty. So we did not roll particularly well again. This might be a time to re-roll our 1s and 2s. Because the most I can do is a 2 there, a 5 there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 here. The question is, do we want to spend a potion to prevent 1 time or prevent 1 damage? No, I'm going to keep the potion. I'm going to take the damage. And then we will, let's see, we can only hold 3 items, so we will have to use it as experience. The reason why I didn't take it as a potion, because we already have that potion. So we will reset. And we will spend 2 more time. And it's a bandit. So this guy's a little tricky for his dodge. To make a heroic die, we have to use 3 dice, not 2. And then this will be nice to get a little more combat in us as well. So we will use our Daring Gamble. It's a 5 and a 1. 2, 3 time and a damage. So now we will roll. And we roll all of our dice because it's a combat. 5, 4, 3. So we did not roll particularly well. But I'm going to use this heroic 1 to use consistency to change any of all of our dice to 4s. I'm going to change that to 4, 4, 4, and then blue 4. And then I'm going to change this blue 4 to a blue 5. We can change out this yellow or pink 5 for pink 6. So now what we have to cover this yellow box first with 10. But all I can do right now is use 12 here. So there's 12. Yellow, or the blue 5 will cover that. We have 10 there. We can cover those pink there. We have a heroic 5 to cover that there. I'm going to use this heroic 4 to cover that. And then we are going to spend these 3 dice, 2 5s and a 6, to get a heroic 5. And we are going to cover up this yellow 3 over here. So we will be spending 2 time as consequence for not covering that box. But it is complete. And once again, we cannot use his backstab because we are not leveled up enough, but we will now be. So we have 9 experience, so we have 1 left over for level 3. So we can now have 5 items and 4 skills, and we get a potion. So we get a potion token, and we'll be using that before we start our next one to heal 3. We will reset. Alright, so now we can get a little stronger here before the dragon. Hopefully we get some good stuff here to boost us up a little bit. So 2 to open up a door. It's a spiked log. So I think we'll try to 14 is going to be pretty high because we also have these to contend with. 8. We're going to try to clobber them. So we'll spend 2 for that. We are going to have to roll our heroic feat. It's a 5 or a 4 and a 6, so that's good. It's very good. Alright, I think we're going to be alright here. So the 3 will cover up the 2. The 5 will cover the 5. The 6 will cover the 6. And we've got plenty to clobber it. So we do clobber it. And I don't think we're having enough time to level up yet again. Though we would be up to 4. The only problem is the dungeon is very thin. So we're going to use it as an item. So we will reset. And now we get another pink die. We'll spend 2 to open up what is probably our last door. And it is a ice elemental. If it focuses here. So we have to spend 3 for the encounter. And I know I talked big last time that we would be able to defeat it, so we'll go after it. We'll spend 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's see. We are going to roll for Daring Gamble because of this 10 here. So we really have 21 yellow to cover. It's a 5 and a 5. So that's good. We needed those high dice there. Alrighty, so did not roll particularly well here. Lots of 1s and 2s. So we are going to have to use one of our pink ones for consistency. Change any or all of your dice to 4s. So we're going to change anything lower to 4 to 4. Alright, so we have plenty of 4s. We'll change this blue 4 for Flame Weave to blue 5. We'll change this blue pink 4 for pink 6. So now we have the issues with, see, these 5 have to go there for 10 to cover that one. And then we're going to have to use these 3 4s for that. The blue 5 will cover the 5 over there. We have 2 pink 6s to change out for a heroic 6 to cover that 6. Blue 4 will cover this 4. We'll have a heroic 4 to cover this 3 over there. And then we can use precision to raise this to a 6, blue 6 to cover the blue 5. All we have left is a yellow 3, which is a cost of 1 time, which is fine because it's only going to give us 2 for the staircase, and we have defeated the ice elemental. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well use it as a item for that extra health, extra die to help out with these skills. Alright, so we will reset. Three. So we get 5 pink dice now. 3 blue and 3 yellow. Alright, so that's about it for this episode. What's going to happen next is that we are going to turn this card over and we are going to be going after the dragon. So stay tuned for next episode, which will be our last one, and hopefully we defeat it. Thank you.